Live on YouTube and Google+, it's Pageant Live. This is the place for glamour and style. Get great pageant tips you won't find anywhere else. Find out what you need to know before your next pageant. Post your questions and comments for our panel during the show. Learn great ideas about all aspects of pageantry. Here we go. Pageant Live starts right now.
Hello and welcome to Pageant Live. I'm Stephanie McGreen, and tonight we have a great show lined up for you. Our guests will be discussing juggling pageantry, life, finances, and making it all work. So let's meet our guests now, beginning with Afton.
Hi, I'm Afton Kelsa. I'm Miss Minnesota U.S. International, and I'm the one without a third person. Well, this little logo here, it's not working. That's really it. I'll pass it on to the next girl.
Well, welcome, Afton. We're so glad to have you with us tonight.
Thank you.
Next, let's move on to Olivia.
Hi, I'm Olivia DiMatteo. I'm from New Jersey, and I recently just won the title of Supermodel International Miss down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Congratulations to you, Olivia. Glad
Thank
to have you. And Vinyelle, let's move on to you.
Hi everyone, I'm Vinyelle Achimorfa, currently Miss Maryland Collegiate America 2014, and I was crowned in August, so not too long ago.
And congratulations to you as well. And I'm so excited because tonight we have Paige Clark joining us. And if you are a follower of Pageant Live, you know that Paige is Pageant Live's founder. So welcome, Paige.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much. I'm so glad that I can finally make it on here. I've been so busy with school, but thankfully I'm on break now, so I decided I would come on and join all of you. Like Stephanie said, my name is Paige Clark. I am the former Maryland International Junior Miss and also the founder of Pageant Live, and I'm really excited for tonight's show.
We're so glad to have you with us. Now, I know you're so busy with classes and school, so tell us a little bit again. What are you studying and where are you going to school?
I currently attend the University of South Carolina, and I am majoring in exercise science. I plan to attend physical therapy school after this. I am also in the sorority Alpha Chi Omega, so I keep myself very, very busy at school, mostly studying, so I try to prioritize my time. I study first, and then I am involved in campus through my sorority.
Oh my goodness, well, I know you're very busy, and yay for a break, and so glad you're with us tonight. We've missed you.
I've missed all of you. Thanks for having me back.
Okay, ladies, now before we discuss our topic, can you each give us a little bit of information about the system that you are representing?
I'll go first. I'm here representing Supermodels International, and it's kind of a newer pageant system. The year that I won, which was a month ago, that was the second year, and the upcoming pageant next October is going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a cross between a pageant and a modeling competition. So you have the pageant aspect, but you also have your runway walk, and then you have how well you can speak on stage, and then you have your whole fashion sense also. So you're basically being judged from head to toe. I mean, it is about your looks also, but it's also about how well you speak and your stage presence and everything, and it was an amazing experience. I competed with people from all over the United States. There was also Miss Canada there, so it's open to country titles because it is an international pageant. I met a ton of people, and the most awesome part was that if anyone watches America's Next Top Model, all of my judges, the MCs, the people helping us were all past winners of America's Next Top Model.
Awesome.
So when I got there, I've been watching the show for years, and Naima Mora, who won a few years ago, I watched her season very closely, and she walked out on stage as a judge, and I was just like, oh my god. I was like, I can't believe I'm being judged by these people. Like, I was starstruck almost. Amy Diaz was another judge who is on The Amazing Race right now. So it's definitely a great pageant if you do want to get started with modeling, because you will be on the cover of a magazine if you win. of Supermodels Unlimited, which is a really great opportunity too because they sell it at Target now and Barnes & Nobles. So if you're looking for like a pageant and modeling competition to further your modeling career, but you also like competing in pageantry and the charity and volunteer work that comes with it, then Supermodels International is definitely the pageant. And you can find me on Facebook and add me and ask me questions. My name is Olivia G. DiMatteo on Facebook. So any other questions, just email me.
Olivia, was that your first pageant, or have you competed before then?
I started competing about a year and a half ago, my freshman year of college. This was my second national competition, or international. I competed at Miss Earth USA a couple months prior in Hawaii, but this was my first big win. That was an international competition.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I am fairly new to pageantry, I guess, but in the year and a half that I've been working with it, I've kind of gotten, acclimated.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Well, I am representing Miss Junior High, High School, and Collegiate America system. And the areas of competition is funwear and interview evening gown. And for the state level, we didn't have on-stage question, but for the national pageant, we will. And if you're like me and you have absolutely no talent at all, you don't have to worry because that's not required. There's no swimwear, so that's not required either. And I would say this pageant is more of a scholarship pageant. It's kind of like the Miss America system. It's not anything like USA at all, but I definitely say that you win this pageant in your interview and evening gown.
Well, excellent. I love that system, and also, Olivia, I was excited to hear about yours because that one was new to me.
Yeah, it is newer, but next year it's going to be pretty big apparently, so you guys should, help me find people.
Awesome, yeah. Join up. Afton, what about you?
Well, I represent the Miss US International pageant system. So I'm the Miss Minnesota representative. So we compete in interview, which is an on-stage interview, swimsuit, and modeling in our gowns. So just a little bit of everything, and then you submit an essay, your community service, a little background information about you, and so the judges can get to know you a little bit. So that's kind of what we're representing, and we're the preliminary to the Miss International pageant that took place, I think, just last week or 2 weeks ago.
That's great. I actually had another question for Olivia.
Yes.
Do you, because I've never heard of your pageant system, so I'm really interested, do you have to have modeling prior to entering this pageant? Do you have to have modeling experience?
No, you don't. I mean, it's probably helpful because they are judging you on your photos also, but you really don't need to have modeling experience. But, just to be comfortable on stage, having pageant experience probably helps you more than having modeling experience.
Right.
So
that's awesome. That sounds like a really cool system. Well, all of them do. I just never heard of that one before.
Yeah, it's new. It's the third year next October, so.
So do they have it in all the different states in the U.S. yet, or?
No, you have to compete at large.
Oh,
so you have to, so I went representing New Jersey. But,
And where was the competition, Olivia?
It was in Atlanta, Georgia. So, and it was really convenient. It was at the hotel that was attached to the airport, so you didn't have to worry about travel.
Awesome.
You just kind of flew into the airport and walked to the hotel. But yeah, it was very awesome just because you had all the people there that you've been watching on TV judging you, which is intimidating if you think about it. But I'm sure they haven't judged that many pageants, so they're probably also nervous too. But it was definitely cool. And then after the pageant, you had the models giving you walking tips and tips to help your career. So when it was all done, even if you didn't win, you were still getting help to help you with your modeling career and everything. So it was worth it, win or lose.
Well, exciting. Now, ladies, tell us a little bit. Tell us why you're competing, and also if you have a platform. And because of your platform, is that one of the reasons why you're pursuing pageantry? So if you can fill us in on that, that'd be great.
I'll go first. I really love my platform. If you don't know me, my platform is called United We Wag. It's educating on animal welfare, safety, and adoption. I am a huge animal rights activist and really believe that animals deserve a second chance. And I do a lot of promoting with animal shelters. I do functions with the animal shelters doing fundraisers, or I've met celebrities and doing things like that to promote any kind of helping these promote animal welfare and educating people about how important it is, and not just in the state of Minnesota, but throughout the United States. So I like to promote that through community service, and I'm excited about it because I've opened so many doors and made so many connections through my platform.
I love that, Afton, because I'm a huge animal lover. My whole family is, and actually when I went to school in South Carolina, I ended up adopting a dog from one of the animal shelters there, and I always love talking about them. I love bragging about them, but I'm so glad that that's your platform. You're really trying to get that word out.
Right, and I had a dog that was abused and left to die on the highway, and a lot of people think these animals are broken, but they're merely just bruised, and they're just looking for their second forever home. So it's nice to know that there are people out there that are the face of wanting to help animals. So that's what I am.
That's great.
Yay, I love that too.
Me too, I love that.
What about the rest of you ladies?
You can go. You go.
I'm competing more to promote my platform, and I've always been interested in modeling. Well, my platform is lung cancer prevention because cancer does run in my family. I've lost a lot of family members from it, so I've devoted my whole year to this. And we actually do have a family foundation. My aunt founded the Patcha Foundation 2 years ago, and she recently asked me to become the spokesperson. So currently now I'm attending all her fundraisers and events and just trying to get the word out there on how you can prevent yourself from getting lung cancer or breast cancer, any chronic life disease.
Well, good for you. Yes, cancer runs in my family too, so.
Okay, my platform is actually bullying awareness. I know it is a lot of girls' platforms today, but it's something that's very close to my heart, so I stick with it. I was horribly bullied in middle school. I was very overweight. I had a lot of health issues, and kids didn't understand that. They were just seeing me as a different person and made fun of me for it. So, when I got over it, I spoke out about it, and now 8 years later after that, I started giving assemblies in my town. And now with my platform, I'm hoping to expand that to more counties in New Jersey. And my last assembly, I spoke to 800 kids and all the teachers in the district. So pageantry has definitely opened up a lot of doors with speaking engagements and everything, because I really do want to raise awareness for bullies, because people don't understand how to deal with one, and they don't know how to confront one, and they also don't know what to say to adults and parents and how to speak out, because it needs to be stopped, because no kid should have to go to school and deal with this. It's horrible. And with all the recent suicides, it's heartbreaking to watch the news anymore. So that is why I started with pageantry. Well, that is one of the reasons. The other reason was scholarships. I read that you could, make a lot of money by winning, especially in the Miss America system. And my senior year of high school, I had a major death in the family. My dad passed away, so I needed to find college money myself. So that is why I started, and bullying and my platform is why I stick with it today. And also because I love performing, and I sing and I play the piano. So that is what makes me stick with pageantry, and I just love everything about it, and I love how many people I can touch through it.
Good for you, and I'm so sorry for your loss.
Yes, I'm so sorry. And I can't imagine you ever being bullied. You're so beautiful, and you seem so sweet.
It's funny, because when I do go to these, speaking engagements, and when I talk to people about it, they're like, wait, weren't you prom queen or something? No, I was a fencer in high school, sword fighting. That was what I did. I did not do any beauty thing.
That's cool, though. That's a talent. You could do that on stage.
Absolutely, that's right.
Yeah, and to add for that, for the Collegiate America system, we have our own separate platform, but in addition to that, we have our national platform, which is the Crown Cares, which stands for Create a Respectful Environment for Schools, and it's an anti-bullying platform. So it kind of just related to everything you said. And we also advocate for kids to stop bullying one another, and we go to schools. It was founded by Deb Landry, and she has many books that we can read to kids, and it's a really great platform related to bullying.
Well, that is great and definitely much needed. So I know you ladies are super busy, obviously doing so much work with your platform. You're going to school, you have a job, you need to work out, family, friends, everything that's going on. So how do you do it? How do you juggle it all? What is your secret?
I know, I'll go ahead and answer that question, even though I'm not a queen right now. I just remember when I was competing in pageants, I was also attending community college. And that helped me out a lot because I was close to home, and, I had my family there supporting me. I had meals made for me, and also the workload wasn't as tough. And then I transferred to a university and realized, wow, this is a lot harder. I'm now getting into my major classes. I have to prioritize. And I actually stopped competing, and then I probably will start once I graduate from college. But right now I'm focusing on my academics, and then I'll start again. But how do I know? I know both of you, or both of you in college? I don't know how you guys do it. How do you guys juggle all of it?
Yes, I'm currently a sophomore at the University of Maryland College Park, and I am a biology major. I'm going down the pre-med track. I want to do dentistry. So it's very busy. Science classes, you have labs and lab reports.
I don't know all about it.
It's a lot of work, but I love what I do, and not until recently did I really start buying agenda books, writing down all the dates of any appearances I have or any time I have an exam so I can really schedule my time wisely. And I have been an athlete since I've been in middle school, so my way to cope with any stress is to go to the gym and work out. It really helps me a lot. So those are my secrets.
I like that. I wish I coped with stress that way, but...
Yeah.
Well, but coffee becomes your best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I've learned that too.
I didn't start drinking coffee until I came to college. I used to hate it, but it keeps me up now, so I have to do it.
Same. What do you do, Afton, to juggle
I'm
all of
actually,
it?
well, I've already graduated from college. I graduated in 2011 from St. Catherine University with a major in exercise sports science and a minor in coaching. So I'm going on next year to get my master's to work on my nursing degree because I want to work here in Minnesota. We have a hospital called Fairview, and I want to work on the Fairview sports medicine floor. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for because I'm a huge sports junkie. I played hockey. Was a competitive figure skater. I did sports throughout my life, so I want to give back to anybody who's into sports because, if you see me on Sunday, I'm watching a Vikings football game. But I also have a daily planner because I work almost 40 to 50 hours a week. So I plan doing workouts for 2 hours in the morning or at night. I usually work evenings. And then usually every other weekend I work. So depending on the weekends that I have off, I schedule events or am able to switch with coworkers to handle it. But luckily, what's really nice is that most of my events are during the summer, so now everything's kind of slowed down a lot. So I'm a little bit able to go to more things now than I am over the summer, where it's like you have at least 3 to 10 events in one weekend. So that's kind of how I juggle it all.
Wow.
Sounds like you're super busy.
Yes. Actually have a parade this Friday night. So outdoor winter parade snow. So we're hoping that it stays a little warmer.
Oh my gosh, I bet. I wouldn't be able to handle that. And we have Olivia back. Yay.
I'm so sorry. There's like a huge rainstorm and snowstorm going on outside, and my power went out.
Oh my
goodness.
We're glad you're back.
I think I was talking to like nobody for like 30 seconds. And then I was like, wait, no one's responding. Oh.
We were just talking about how we all juggle, you know, pageantry, school, working out, family. How do you do it all?
You know, it's extremely difficult, but I've had this schedule going for the past year that's been working with me well. The only problem is I have to wake up at 5 o'clock 6 days a week for work.
No.
So I'm a manager at a coffee shop every morning. So I wake up 5 o'clock, I go to the bagel store, get some bagels for the day for over there, and then I run the place for about 4 hours until I go to my other job until 1, and then I take night classes. So I usually have off from like 2 to 4 o'clock, and sometimes I can do stuff there, but luckily my bosses are amazing, and if I have an appearance and I have to be in the city so much, they are very cool with me taking off, especially my afternoon job. But I'm always at the morning one, so I definitely like have that set where I know I have like a steady income from the coffee shop. But balancing everything is definitely difficult because I have to go to bed early because I have to wake up so early. But with balancing money and everything, you kind of pick and choose what you need to spend your money on. I'm very smart with money, so, of course, school is first. So I pay for my schooling, I pay for my books, that's first. And then, I have gas and my car insurance and stuff. But pageantry, it's definitely high up on the list for me, but when it comes to money and my schooling, that's definitely a priority. But I always find a way. There's sponsors that you can raise. A lot of my customers, I had like an article in the paper, and some guy tipped me $100 on a coffee just because as like a sponsorship. So my town has been so supportive of me. So a lot of my money that I pay for pageantry has been from like the kindness of people. But definitely my life is a giant juggling act.
Yeah,
So.
I currently don't have a job, but my parents, they pay for all my pageant expenses because everyone knows pageants can be so expensive.
Definitely.
But in terms of sponsorship, I don't really ask for sponsorships as much or ask family. I just kind of do it on my own with my dad and my mother. They've been very supportive.
That's nice. I'm joining your family.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they can adopt me for a little bit.
Right.
Wow.
I think it's all about priorities, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, pageants are very expensive. But when it's something you love and it's something that is an investment almost, because you're learning interview skills, you're learning things that will definitely help you in the future, like with job interviews and stuff. And it looks great on a resume. So it's an investment, but it is still, a big investment.
I think it's so worth it, though.
Yeah, it definitely is, but still, it's expensive.
I agree, because when I'm competing or preparing to compete, it helps me to be the best that I can be, mentally, speaking, and so I feel like I completely agree with you about being an investment. You are spending money, but look at how much you're improving and growing.
Right, and for me, I've made so many connections with pageantry for my actual career, so where I am now, I wouldn't have been without pageantry. If it wasn't for the pageantry, I wouldn't be in my career that I am today. So, it opens so many doors and connections. You're networking.
It's all about connections. Everything.
It really is.
No matter what anybody says, connections. Sadly.
Absolutely, yes. I know when I'm preparing to compete, mentally, I feel like I'm doing the same thing. Day after day after day,
and
working
eating
out.
the same thing.
Yes! I'm like, oh my gosh! I lose track of the days because it's the same thing. So I keep telling myself, it's not forever. It's just until this day, and then, I can take a break. So it's all, I think, just, the way you're thinking about it. And, of course, priorities. In terms of money, I've done everything. I've tried to sell old gowns. I've tried to sell anything that I can, work extra, make extra money. So, yeah, it's definitely, if you want it badly enough, you'll find a way.
Exactly.
And hook up with me for bargain shopping.
That's right. Yeah, I'm up for some shopping.
You know what I find the biggest like pageant burden is when you go to like a national competition or even a state competition, the hotel fees.
Oh, for
Because there are
sure.
some pageants that are like a week long. And I mean, I was lucky enough when I competed for Miss Earth, they paid for your hotel, but I'm competing at International Junior Miss this summer.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I competed for. Good luck.
Are you going to go again?
I'm not. I don't think so this summer because I'll still be in school. But
Oh, okay.
maybe later on. But good luck to you there.
Thank you. But the problem is, it's what, 7 nights? You have to come up for hotel fee,
it's
and it's like
wild.
$160 a night. This hotel that they want us to
It's
stay in. It's
crazy.
so expensive.
So they don't have like a discounted pageant rate? Because
That's
for my
what-
national pageant,
That's
we
what the
have that.
discount is. That's what the discount.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
is crazy.
Oh my God.
So luckily I found a roommate, which is like a blessing, but still it's going to be like as much as the entrance fee just for the hotel.
That's crazy, but I'm sure you'll be able to find a way to figure it all out. You seem to
Yeah.
always do. But I think, Stephanie, did you want to go ahead and wrap up the show for tonight?
That sounds good, Paige. Okay, ladies, we'll give you a moment to wrap up, so let the viewers know any last words, if you're making appearances, how they can follow you or find you online, Facebook, Twitter. Let us know. So, Afton, let's start with you.
I always have to start. No, you can find me. My website is on Weebly. It's you can go to Google, type in Miss Minnesota U.S. International. You can find me there. I will be doing an appearance this Friday night in New Ulm, Minnesota, for the welcoming Santa in, and then you'll probably see me out throughout January, welcoming in the new year with the St. Paul Winter Carnival and ending my reign in March with my competition for whoever is my new successor and hopefully the new Miss Minnesota U.S. International 2014. So thank you again for having me. It was very lovely meeting all you ladies, and I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors and for the future. So thank you.
Oh, thanks for joining us, Afton. So good to see you, and I hope you stay warm when you're out there in the cold.
Yes.
And Olivia, let's move on to you.
Okay. I have Instagram, Twitter. I'm obsessed with social media. So if you want to follow my reign as Miss Supermodel, get more information about my appearances in my pageants and how you can compete next year for supermodels. And my earphones won't stay in. My Facebook name is Olivia G. DiMatteo, so you can always add me there. My Instagram name is Olivia Gabrielle 1223. So is my Twitter name. And my email is odimatteo23, spelled just like my last name, at yahoo.com. So if anyone has any more questions, or you just want to follow me in my modeling career, because I'm in New York a lot, so my Instagram's pretty interesting, then yeah, just send me a friend request. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Olivia, for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And Vinya, let's move on to you.
I'm just like Olivia. I love social networking. I have it all. My Instagram is @TheRealVinnie, VINEE, and my Twitter is the same exact name. And my Facebook is Vinyal Achamorpha, as it's spelled right here. So, friend request me, message me, anything. I'm available.
Yay! Thanks, Vinyal. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And now we will move on to Paige.
Thank you, everybody, so very much for coming tonight. I really did have a good time. If you would like to be on the show, I'm sure Stephanie will give you the whole spiel, but you can email us at PageantLive, or you have to tell me, Stephanie.
Yep. Show at PageantLIVE.com.
PageantLive.com. You can tell I haven't done this in a while. Or you can even add me on Facebook if you want to be Facebook friends. But thank you all so very much for coming tonight.
Absolutely.
Thank
And
you.
if you
Thank
have
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. And if you have a pageant-related question, please send it to askthecrown@gmail.com. Check us out at PageantLive.com. And while you're there, we have some great interviews, and we have our blog, question and answer blog. And so excited that the viewers were able to join us. Please join us next week, next Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And until then, shine bright like a diamond. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.